First off, congrats to Trendon for being freshman of the week, well deserved. 2 great games against Florida, and then obviously the tremendous game at Texas to help us win. So well deserved for him. We're happy for him, and hopefully it's something we can continue to build on. But big game ahead with Alabama. Very good team, elite offensive team, elite speed at the guard position with Lewis and Petty's the best shooter in the league, shooting almost 48%. They're shooting 48% from 3 on like 132 attempts. So very good player, and they've got a good team. They're a matchup problem for us. They got Reese at the 5 who can pick and pop and make shots, and I think they have 4 of the top 30 3-point shooters in the league are on their team, including Petty, who's the best one now that Naismith has obviously been shut down for a little while. So be a big challenge for us defensively, being able to stop them, contest threes, keep them out of transition, and we're gonna have to do a good job offensively of running good offense to complement our defense, so we're not playing defense the entire game and on our heels.
Raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you. Michael.
Hey, Will, if you could just give us your thoughts on Kobe, kind of what you thought about him coming up and his game, and I guess how he transcends basketball.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was actually in here with our guys yesterday when it happened, when the news broke, and I walked in the training room. I was in the coach's locker room watching film, and this is. When I was growing up, it was kind of Michael Jordan. With these guys, it was Kobe, and just his mentality and the way he approached things and the way he went about his business was second to none. So it certainly hit a lot of our guys hard, our staff hard. Just a basketball icon. I mean, that was the question. We played out at Staples Center last month, and our guys, all of them went. There's a little area for Kobe and Shaq and all them outside and spent time out there. And it's just, devastating and very tough for a lot of our players and a lot of people in general, I think.
Coach, you guys have been a part of some gritty wins, obviously, this season. Last year you had great wins. When it comes to that sort of fight in character, I'm curious how much that you see in the recruiting process and how much you guys have to instill that into guys kind of at the college basketball level.
Well, it's a little bit of both. You try to recruit guys that come from winning programs that are used to winning. And usually if you're used to winning, that means you're in a lot of close games, or when you go on the road, you're the big ticket that everybody's gunning for. And so you try to get guys from really good programs who understand that, and then you develop them within your program. You've got to develop your own DNA. You've got to develop your own mentality. And so I think if you can combine them, the answer is a little bit of both. I think you got to recruit a little bit of it, and then you've got to hone it in and continue to foster it and develop it once they get here.
You guys, of course, piggybacking off of that with the close games, you were up 16 against Texas, and you had a bit of a lead as well against Florida.
I'm getting tired of losing all these leads, and I'm going to talk to our guys about this today. Like, I've tried to be nice about this, and I've tried to talk through it and work through it, but I'm done with that. Like, we have terrible possessions, we do just terrible things, and we got to get it corrected, because what we're doing is not going to work if we're going to compete at the top of the league and be a good team. And so, quite frankly, I'm sick of it. And I've been kind of nice about it with our team, and I've been kind of nice about it with our guys. But we got to quit putting ourselves in these stupid situations, because we're not consistent enough. We don't do what we're supposed to do, and I'm tired of it. And so we're going to get that corrected, hopefully, where when we are in these situations, that we'll be able to play a lot better and continue to focus in on what we need to do, and be a good basketball team, because we're holding ourselves back from being the basketball team that we can be right now, and we got to cut that out.
A quick 1 second piggyback. Just, do you think there's a specific trend in those?
There's a few trends, and I've tried to be nice about correcting them, and we're gonna get them corrected, because we're gonna start running for them. We're gonna start paying for them. But I'm tired of it. I'm absolutely fed up with it.
Coach, maybe some of the problem is that being able to guard the 3-point line, especially against a team like this that can shoot the ball really well. What can you do to, I guess, kind of cut down on?
Well, a team like this, they're good shooters. I just said they got 4 of the top 30 shooters in the league. So you've got to cut down on their attempts. They take almost 30 a game, so if you can turn, 10 of those 3 attempts a game into some 2s, then you're going to win you win the mathematical equation there. And so, teams are pretty much going to shoot what they shoot. So you've got to limit attempts and go about it that way.
Well, based on what you said, it's an unusual position that you find yourself in. Obviously, you guys have a lot of mental toughness to win these close games, but you keep getting in.
No, I mean, I think we got to grow up. We got to grow up. Our guards got to grow up. I mean, we got to grow up, and we've got to make the right play. We've got to make the simple play. We've got to quit turning the ball over all the time. And that's what's holding us back. And we've got to get that corrected, and we've got to have some vigor to get it corrected. I assure you, I will. And we're going. Hopefully, that'll pass down to the rest of our team. But I'm tired of it. I'm fed up with it. I'm tired of it.
You weren't that upset after the game. Is it watching the film after is what?
Oh no, I was upset after the game. I just masked it pretty well. So.
What did you see on the tape though that is drawing your ire?
Huh?
What did you see on tape that is drawing your ire today?
A lot of things.
Of them losing leads.
A lot of things. The same formula every time. Same stuff every time. I'm tired of it.
With that said, I guess more on a positive note, just Marlon Taylor still looks like he's really getting his stride back. Just how's his development continuing, coming back from the injury?
Well, he played well for 2 games. He's got to be more consistent. He was just okay against Texas. He's got to continue to be consistent and continue to do what he needs to do to help our team and help us win.
Trending strides, is it just more of a comfort level and kind of acclimation to the game where he's?
Yeah, he's a talented player, and I think he's a really, really good player. I think you could see that from the beginning, and now he's just getting more, acclimated, to use your word. He's getting used to the pace, the speed, the athletes, how things, how things function, how things go, and I think as he gets more comfortable and acclimated, obviously the results, the positive results follow.
Just a follow-up to my question, did you address this with the team Saturday night or yesterday, or is it today they're going to get the message?
Be addressed here in about an hour. Thoroughly addressed.
Can we stick around?
Huh?
Can we stick around?
Just gotta sit here, you'll probably hear it.
Trendon, of course, has come up big. He had 22-point lead against Texas, and he had those clutch and ones earlier in the season. Is he showing any kind of resemblance to how Trendon, lost his name right there? Tremont Waters. I think Tremont Waters was in the clutch when he was here.
Well, they're different, they're different type players, but we feel comfortable, with Trendon, we feel comfortable with Skylar, having the ball in their hands late in the game. I think those guys have shown they can make big plays. Usually when we need a big play, those guys come through for us and get it done. And so I think those guys have certainly shown that they're closers and can make plays. And we need a couple guys. We just had one last year with Tremont. It makes you a little more versatile, a little tougher when you've got 2. And there's some different things different actions, different things we can run where we got both of them involved, which will make it a little bit more difficult to key on one guy or the other, coming down the stretch.
I know the answer to this question before I ask it.
Well, why are you asking that?
Principle, I guess. You guys are ranked. What is?
Yeah, great. It lasted about a week last time, right? Huh? We lasted 1 week and we got our loss and we haven't been back since. So if we don't get this other stuff corrected, we ain't gonna be in there very long. Where are we ranked?
22.
Yeah, so we'll be out like that. So we don't get this other stuff corrected, we'll be right back out and be done. So
Thank you for that good sound. Appreciate that.
what do you want me to tell you? How excited I am when I'm not excited?
Shelley loves it. He's got his notes in there. What are some of the things you talk about? You can identify them. Can you share them with us?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into everything, but 1, we turn the ball over. The ball doesn't move on offense. 2, we give up back-breaking offensive rebounds because we don't rebound down and we don't do our jobs how we need to do them defensively, and we lose all focus and attention to detail with our scouting report. And we let players get to their right hands or left hands, whatever their dominant hands are. We can't get into our ball screen coverage. We throw the ball all over the court. We forget we're wearing what color jersey we're wearing. I mean, it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff every time.
First half of the Texas game, you guys really attacked them with that press and really caused a lot of turnovers. But it looked like they kind of flipped the script on you guys in the second half and created some turnovers off that press. I mean, just kind of, what's the message, I guess, in knowing when to press?
Yeah, we got to be more consistent. Yeah, we get tired, we get fatigued, and we make bad decisions. And when you make bad decisions, bad things happen. And so that's why we didn't score for 8 minutes or whatever it was. And we scored 1 field goal in the last whatever it was of the game. It took us, but that was part of it was Texas. They did a good job adjusting, but part of it was us. I mean, we're taking off the bounce threes. We're taking shots that you're going to make 18, 20% of the time, and we're upset when they don't go in. I mean, what'd you expect?
Well, is your attitude fueled by the fact that you feel like your team has more to give, or are these?
Yeah, we could be good. That's what's so frustrating.
Well, you're 15-4.
Yeah,
leading your conference.
But that's not going to work. That's not going to work.
Okay.
It's not going to work moving forward. And so we're fooling ourselves. We're fooling ourselves. I know everybody wants to sit around here and slap ourselves on the back for being ranked and 15-4 and all that, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work, and it's not going to work on Wednesday against Alabama. They'll come in here and slap us around if we don't get this stuff corrected. And so we better have people that have our sense of urgency to get all this corrected. But you can be blinded by all that, but we could just as easily be sitting here. I don't know we're 6-0 in the league. We could easily be sitting here 2-4 and having lost a lot of these games because we've blown these simple things. We've lost our focus, and so I choose to take a realistic, balanced approach to things, and I've been pretty balanced with them. And I've tried to be real nice about getting this stuff corrected, but it ain't getting corrected. So I darn well know how to get it corrected. That's be a raving lunatic, and it'll work. All right, and so I can get it corrected. I've tried the nice way to get it corrected, but I know the foolproof way to get it corrected, and that's fixing to come out here at 3 o'clock.
Do you see any of these issues having been even from earlier in the season when you say give up that big lead against Utah?
Yeah, I mean, look at the Texas game, guys. It was an exact replica of the Utah State game. Exact replica of the Utah State game. We just got lucky. We made a few shots, and Texas couldn't handle our 1-3-1. Utah State had 10, hit a couple threes. I guess that. I mean, it's an exact replica of the Utah State game. That's my whole point. We should have been out of that position against Utah State. We shouldn't have been in that position against Texas. But if we keep doing that, you're going to be flipping the coin. You're going to win one, you're going to lose one. You're going to beat Texas, you're going to lose to Utah State. Well, let's quit flipping the damn coin and let's get it right. Let's get it right so we win by double digits and everybody not take their heart medication every night. All right? I mean, come on.
You got minutes to give. It looks like you're playing 7. I mean, is that the greatest motivator you got?
I mean, we got other guys who can play. We feel comfortable with, Bishop was a little hurt going into the last game. He hurt himself in practice. But Bishop and Marshall are guys we can play. I think Manning's going to be back relatively quickly. And so, hopefully we'll have those, hopefully we'll have those guys. But I mean, shoot, we got to play what we got to play. All these kids want more playing time anyway, all right? So we got 7 guys. Go out there and play, perform. Do your job. Do what you're supposed to do in the minutes that you're given. And so, look, that's not, Kyra Lewis from Alabama, I think he plays 38 or 39 minutes a game. He leads the SEC in minutes. He's taken that over from Skyler, who led it the last couple years. But he leads the SEC in minutes played. His motor don't turn off. That thing's cranked. That thing is cranked the entire game. I mean, he's jetting to the rim. 19 minutes to go in the first half, and he's jetting to the rim with 19 seconds to go in the second half. I mean, his thing, that thing ain't turning off, and he plays a ton of minutes, and doesn't affect Petty's shot. He plays a ton of minutes. He's shooting 50% on 132 threes, 48%. I mean, don't affect them. That's all excuses. Play harder. Do your job when you're in there. Everybody wants minutes. Do something with the minutes. Thank you.